Hello, hello, hello. It's me again. This is Real Talk with Amira. Doing another podcast today. Hope everybody is doing better, doing well, starting to do something that you know you need to do. That's even for me. um, I mean, and I've always been a person to kind of look at myself, see what I need to do it. But I hope everybody else is doing that too. If you know you need to do something, just do it. Stop worrying about everybody else. Stop thinking about what the world is doing, what the world is going to think about you. Do what you need to be doing for yourself that is going to be beneficial, that you're happy with. Move yourself forward. We're waiting on everybody's approval. You don't need it. Most people don't even approve their own lives. They are not. They're not doing what they're supposed to be doing either. So I say, do what you should be doing for yourself. Approve yourself. Give yourself the stamp of approval. But today's talk might be a little bit offensive. I don't know. Maybe too truthful, too real. I don't know. I don't know. But I asked one of my friends for something to watch on Netflix, and it was, I think, Secret Society. I think that was the name of it. Whoa. Look, whoa. Yeah. But that prompted me into thinking about doing this topic, because this is something that I have kind of dealt with. Today's topic, Real Talk with Amira podcast topic: why are so many men, and probably women too, but again, I'm a woman. I'm gonna talk about men on the down low or bisexual secretly. Why are there so many, or why are you secretly doing what you're doing? So that's my topic for today. And again, like I said, I hope everybody's doing well. I hope everybody is starting to change. Some people aren't. And I have some friends, some family that are continuing to do the same thing. And for people who are your friends, or for people who have to deal with you, I'm tired of it. For me, there are just certain things that I don't want to deal with anymore. I just don't. I don't want to deal with petty stuff anymore. I don't want to deal with, oh, somebody didn't talk to you, or one of my friends came over, and everybody wasn't speaking to him like he wanted them to, or kids didn't say what he wanted them to say to them. You know what? You're a guest here. You don't have to come here, and I don't have time to deal with that. I can't control all the puppets. And I'm not here to control people or to control my kids. Oh, please say this to this person. Please say that to them. I can't do that anymore. I don't want you. I'm good. Stay home. But just there's just certain things for me that I don't want to deal with anymore. I definitely don't want to deal with a man that is bisexual, that is on the down low, that is portraying himself to be an alpha male and he's not, or And I guess you could be an alpha male and bisexual or gay. I don't know. But if you're telling a woman that you just want to be with her, that you love women, and then that's what you should do. If you're not able to do that, then you should go do what you want to do and at least be honest with that woman or those women. Okay, hey, I'm not sure how that conversation would go. I like men too. I'm bisexual. I'm being honest with you. I really don't know how that conversation would go, but that's not, I don't want that. So for all of those bisexual men or on the download men that could contact me or DM me or whatever looking for a relationship, or no, I don't want that. Please stay away. That's a red flag for me. I don't want that. But that's what my podcast is going to be about today. And again, disclaimer, this is just my opinion. These are just some things that are on my mind, my free mind, that I felt like that was something that prompted me that I need to talk about. So that's what I'm going to talk about today. Whew. And that's a big topic. You know, sexuality, sexism, gender. We have all these questions, and people can just claim, oh, I don't want to be a man anymore. I'm a woman now. What? Look, hold up. Look, hold up. And I really think that we have some things very wrong. And I'm not anybody. I'm not a psychologist or a psychiatrist. I'm not a doctor or a medical doctor or I'm not any of that. Disclaimer. I'm not any of that. But women are a certain thing. Firecracker still going on. Men are a certain thing. And just because, oh, I want to be a man now. For me, I don't think you can just do that. I can't just say I'm a man because I cut off my breast, or I don't even know how women could become a man. And a lot of these things are aesthetics. They're your outer. And we're so messed up in our minds and our thoughts that we think, oh, a man can become a woman by putting on some breasts, wearing makeup and hair, whatever else, heels, high heels, or whatever. Is that all women are? We're just boobs and breasts or makeup and hair. That's all a woman is. You can become a woman by just doing that. Yeah, I don't think so. And everybody has their right to be who they are, do what they want to do. I can't stop anybody from becoming a woman if they're a man, or becoming a man if they're a woman. So they think. So for women who are wanting to become men, so they say, so I'm going to wear men's clothes. I'm going to cut off my breast, or make them not wrap them up, tape them up. Well, I don't think a woman is ever going to have a penis that can get erect from attraction. So I don't know how a woman can think she's going to become a man. So and this is a lot of things that we have going on in our society. Just because you say you're a woman or a man doesn't mean you are. We can say it whatever. I can say I'm a frog, I'm a toad, I'm an elephant, I'm a giraffe. Does that mean I really am that? And then the way our society runs is it's politically correct to let someone say, "Oh, I'm a man, I'm a woman." Okay, no, you're really not, but you can say that. But we are defining things, making things illegal. I can't tell someone if they're born with male parts, you can't go into this women's restroom, or it's illegal now. You can go in there too, just because you have said you're a woman. Just because you can do certain things doesn't mean you're right. Just because someone says, "Oh, I could molest a child," there's a lot of child trafficking, child porn, a whole lot of stuff out there that people, "Oh, it's okay for me to do this." No, it's not okay. Some things are not okay. It's okay to say something is not okay. And some of these things start when people are children. Oh, it's okay for little Billy to put on a dress. Or now for girls, I think girls have a different perspective, because girls can be tomboys. That doesn't mean that means something different. When a girl is just a tomboy, she likes to play softball, or she likes to play sports and play games. That's different than a boy wearing a dress, or that's different. we want to categorize and make things all the same. They're not. That's different. But why are so many men on the down low or bisexually secretly? I think part of that problem, or it may not be, it's not a problem, part of that situation is that a lot of men are not in the homes anymore. Who does a son or that boy or that son have to emulate? Who is he structuring the way he lives, the way he does after? He's doing it after women. There are so many women in the home, single women, single mothers, baby mamas. So who does he have to emulate? Who is he? What is he? Who is he learning from? Who is he learning how to be a person from? He's learning how to be a person from a woman. I think that's part of the problem. And I'm not saying it's a problem, but that's part of, I think, these are all my thoughts, why a lot of men aren't men. They go here and there. And then I think there's more than one reason, of course. But that's one of them. They're single mother households. Men don't have men to There's no men to mentor them. They're not looking up to any men. There's too many women in the household. Feminine energy. Energy is real. And sometimes we just let kids do stuff they want to do. And no, hey, son, that's not okay. It's not okay for you to go put on a dress or for you to go. No, you're supposed to be a man. It's behavior. You're teaching them how to act and what to do. It's okay. It's okay to say no. There are a lot of kids out here, some teenagers out here that are shooting people and killing people. Do we just say, "Oh, it's okay for you to do that because you want to do that"? Is that okay? Is everything okay? Everything a teen or a young child wants to do, is that okay for them to do? No, it's not. It's not. Sometimes you have to say no, 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 boo boo, no little Billy or no little Brenda. You need to wear a dress. You need to do this. You're a girl. You're molding your child as a kid or a child, as a elementary student. You're molding them to be who they are. You have to put input into them to get output. Some of the things that I've seen, some men have been molested or raped as young men, and then my opinion only, my opinion, disclaimer, I think, for I did think about this earlier, for your body, if you do something, certain physical interactions to your body's going to have an automatic response. I mean, if someone kisses me in the right place, my body's going to have an automatic response. Sometimes men are molested or raped. This is something they didn't want, but possibly at parts of this, their body may have enjoyed it. Your body is kind of like a machine. If someone touches me in a certain place or touches me in a certain way, this might get a little graphic, but my body's gonna respond. I don't have to be thinking or my body is gonna respond. That's how much our bodies are. It's like a machine. But that doesn't mean that you're supposed to just like men because your body had this response. And a lot of times people are young and they're experimenting, and your body has this reaction to another person, but that doesn't mean that I'm gay or I'm a lesbian or I'm homosexual. So there's a lot to go with this, and I'm not a doctor, I'm not a psychiatrist, I'm not none of that. I just see a lot of things. I think a lot of women become lesbians because they've been hurt by many men and they're tired of it, and they just like, you know what? I'm tired of men. I'm gonna go be a lesbian. Girl, guess what happens? Yep, you got it. You go get hurt by more women that claim to be lesbians. They cheat on you too. They treat you bad. They're horrible. Men and women can be horrible. You're not getting anything different or better. Whew. And then we have men that, I'm a woman now. no, you're really not a woman. You have the male muscles, you still have the male hormones. And I know they have certain hormone replacements or whatever, but you could beat up a woman, any woman probably real quick. You're not a woman. You wanting to be a woman, but your anatomy, your physiology is still male. And there are some rare people who have some certain DNA and chromosomal and physical things going on, but that's rare percentages. You know, when a man says, I want to live as a woman, you really can't because you weren't born as a woman. You can change all of your physical appearances, and you can go get some breasts and put on makeup and hair, but underneath all that, you're still a man. And I think that people's, our minds can be so powerful in the thoughts and what we think. Excuse me, can be so powerful that we think we can do you. I personally don't think a man can be a woman. You can somewhat look like, and to the best of the surgeon's ability and most of men trying to look like women, you can tell that they're men. So is that really working? I don't know. Yeah. These are just my thoughts and opinions. And for the bisexual thing, I think some men, like I said, have been molested, raped. Some men have been in prison, and I've heard or read that men's urges for sex is very powerful. It's very great. So if you're in jail for so many years and you're not able to get to a woman, and then at some point you go deal with a man, and like I said, your body is gonna feel good. You let somebody. I'm trying to be like respectful, but in this conversation, but if you let someone touch on you or put their mouth on you or what have you, it's gonna feel good, whether they're a man or a woman. Our bodies are a machine to some extent, and that goes for your health. You put something in it, you're gonna get something out. It's either gonna be good or bad. But if like, let's say I particular person I had dealt with, he'd been in prison for some years. Maybe that's where he got that bisexualness from. I don't know. And yeah, that's a real deep topic. All of this is a real deep topic, but you partake in a male on male interaction because you can't get a woman. And of course, if it feels good, you're in jail. Are you going to do it again? Probably are. Over and over again, you're there for some more years. You're going to do it again. I think this is where a category of bisexual men come from prison, because there are no women in prison. And maybe men should start thinking about not going to prison, not doing things to get yourself in prison. Everything is connected. It's always something connected to this, connected to that. This is why this happens. This is why this doesn't happen. But that, I think, for someone I was dealing with, maybe that's where he got this bisexualness from. And then once you're out, what do you do now? Oh, I liked the women before I went into jail. I still like women, but I wasn't able to get to a woman. I did men in jail. Now I'm out. I still like men now because I know how they made me feel good. So I don't know. And I still like women, so I'm gonna go date these women, but I'm not gonna tell them that I've dealt with men. And that's really my big point, is that people tell the truth, at least to the person that you're dealing with. You don't have to announce it on social media or Facebook or Instagram or whatever, but tell people that you're dealing with that, hey, I'm bisexual. Hey, I like men and women. I don't, and of course, you're not going to be seen great in a good light in certain areas, but there are, oh, excuse me, that was young. That's the rainbow movement. There are people who are gay, homosexual, bisexual. That's my thing. If you're dealing with someone, tell them what you are. Tell them what you do, what you've done, what you possibly could do in the future. Be honest with people. That's my thing. And there are people out there who really do not appreciate not being told the truth about this. People have been killed because they didn't say, I'm really a man. I have man parts under this, but I think I'm a woman. And then you go deal with a man and he ends up killing you. So all of this stuff can be very, very serious. And why are many men on the down low? Society. A part of society won't accept them. A part of society will accept them. For black men who are, I don't know, I think there's a certain, some men who are gay or who are gay, that's what they call it, homosexual. They're feminine. Some men who are homosexual or gay or bisexual are very masculine, for the part that they put out, in society, that persona that they put out. Maybe behind closed doors they're more feminine. I don't know. I don't know that part. I don't want to know that part. I don't want to know that part. But acceptance for men is probably a big part. They don't want to be ostracized or criticized. But I don't know. You can't just go out here and lie to people. You can't just continue to do that. Lie to women and say, I want a relationship with you. I want to marry you. I want to have a family with you. And you really want to be with men. That's a part of who you are. And we're so, as a generation, as a world, we're not disciplined. We're not, we want to do whatever we want. Rebellious. Oh, I want a woman, but I still want to fuck men on the side too. No, that's not gonna work. I've even watched on one YouTube channel, Dawson Speaks, pastors of a church you're a pastor over hundreds, thousands of people, and you're cheating on your wife, a woman, with men. I'm just moment of silence. I don't can't do that. Why? You should not be a pastor. You should not be married. Marriage is a covenant. There are certain things that go with marriage. But that's my main point, is that people be honest. Tell the truth. Tell people you're dealing with, women, the truth. And of course, women can be on this same point too, on the down low, bisexuality. I think that women sometimes become lesbians because they've been hurt by men. They've had a bad experience. They could have been raped or molested or hurt, of course, broken hearts. And they don't want to deal with it anymore. So they say, oh, I'm going to be lesbian now. I'm just going to be with women because men have hurt me so much. But like I said, women can hurt you too. Same thing. We're all the same in different pieces and parts. Some men have been raped, and like I said, I think you become familiar with that, and so you think, oh well, I must be gay. This person molested me or raped me, or this was my experience. This was my first sexual experience, or whatever. So I must be gay. That doesn't mean you're gay. So I think we have a lot of misperceptions about sexuality, gender. There was, I don't know if he's a swimmer in the Olympics. I believe it was the Olympics, but he said he was a woman now. So they allowed him to race in a swim event with other women. Guess what, guys? He doesn't have a woman body. He has a man body. So guess what he was going to do? He was going to dominate all of those events, and he was going to win all of them. So is he really a woman? Can a man become a woman and go in the Olympics and be equal to the other women as far as his physical attributes? No. They finally stopped that, I believe, a couple weeks ago, but he was going to win everything. And I believe they said in some of those events he was holding back, and you can tell. A man is always going to be the woman physically for the most part. So how can that man say that I'm a woman? No, it's not going to happen. And I think that, and I don't know. I've not had many male friends that were transsexual or homosexual. Not many. A couple. But just because you act like a woman, or it's almost like you're acting. Yeah, you're acting. It just doesn't. And maybe my mind has not wrapped itself around that. But just because you put on a dress or get your hair done, put on makeup, a lot of people who are transsexual, you don't look like a woman. I mean, I think women are a certain thing, and I think men are a certain thing, and that's my point. That's my opinion. And people say, well, I feel like this. Well, some people feel like killing people. Some people feel like being serial killers. Some people feel like, just because you feel something, maybe you need to change those feelings. That doesn't mean your feelings are correct. I felt like, no, let me not say that. I felt like hurting someone, or, I was upset or angry, or I've never felt like I wanted to be a man. I love men, so yes, I love men. But I don't know, just because you're feeling something doesn't mean that you need to continue that feeling. You may need to analyze that and see if it's really valid and get some proof and verification of it. A lot of people feel they're unworthy. They're in bad relationships. They're getting beat up, domestic violence. Well, he loves me and I love him. No, that's not love. We feel a whole lot of shit that's not correct. That's not love. And why are you secretly bisexual? I don't You're bisexual means there's some type of sex going on. There's some type of physicalness going on, communication. Why would you want to let someone in your life? And most of the time this is, for a male and woman, the woman is out of the loop. You're not telling her the truth. You're not telling her, you know what, I've slept with men and women and I kind of really like men. And I see that quite a bit, that you really should go just be with men. Leave women alone. You really should just go be with men. And I think someone said earlier, it's for, politics, your job, your community. You want to look like you're a man that loves women, and you're really not. And all this secret, and as I've said before, lies have a certain energy. Lying has an energy. Deception has an energy. Corruption, deception, lying, cheating, all of that has a certain energy. And it's not good. That's not a good energy. Everything is energy. Everything. So when people are secretly being these things, secrets always come out at some point. Always. You're going to last for a little bit. You might last for a little bit, but eventually those secrets are going to come out. Somebody's going to out your ass. But just be honest. And people are uncomfortable. If you're uncomfortable being bisexual, then maybe you should think about that. Maybe you shouldn't be bisexual at all. If you're uncomfortable about being on downlow, maybe you should think about that. Why are you uncomfortable about something you like, something you love to do, something you enjoy doing all the time? Why are you uncomfortable about it? Let everybody know, especially the women you're dealing with. And that's my main thing. Stop lying to women. You like men, go be with men. And I don't even understand the person I dealt with, why you would even come after women if you really want to be with men. If you really treat women so shitty and like dirt, go be with those men. And maybe treat them like dirt too, because you're cheating on them too, because you're doing both. But there's some crazy stuff out here, y'all. But I think there are multiple reasons why men don't tell the truth about their sexuality. And again, I'm a woman. I'm talking about men right now, but women probably do it too. I just want everybody to be honest. Tell the truth. What do you really want? When you meet someone, tell them the truth. Stop lying to people. Tell people your history. Tell people what you really want, who you want to be with. You know what? I'm just out here. I'm flopping around with men and women. Yeah, that's deep. For me, I want a man that is heterosexual. I want a man that has no bisexual experiences. And someone said those threesomes. I don't know about those threesomes. Yeah, that's different. That's a whole nother thing, probably. I don't know, but just tell the truth. And there are many reasons: rape, incest, too many women in the house, jail, prison, people who are just unsure, uncomfortable with themselves, not understanding that some things are not right, some things you don't have to do, some things you should say, oh, that's wrong, I don't want to do that. All right, y'all. Well, I'm getting tired. Ugh. But that's I'm think I'm gonna cut it off here. That's been my Real Talk with the Mirror podcast. And that was my topic. Why are so many men on the down low or bisexual secretly? And one last point. Some of you guys are married to down low men and you don't know it, or you haven't acknowledged that. You didn't acknowledge it before you got married, or you were in a relationship with someone, and you can tell by by their character, their movement, their look, their aura, their persona, that, oh, boo boo, he's on a down low. So some of y'all are married to down low men or bisexual men, and you may or may not know it, but clearly you can see that that's somebody that's on the down low. Now, is he performing, or is he out doing things on the down low or bisexual? He may not be, but that's a down low guy. Yeah, he's bisexual. He's slept with men before. You can look at certain people, and I'm like, why would she marry him? And what is he doing? Some people are putting on these fronts. A lot of people putting on fronts about a lot of things. But, oh, he's fronting. Look, you can clearly see that. But please start thinking about that, because sometimes you're putting yourself in danger. If this person is out here having sex with men and women and then you're putting yourself in danger as far as your health. These days, you're putting yourself in danger as far as domestic violence. Someone coming after you because you're sleeping with this man that's sleeping with men and women. A warning. There's so much going on these days. People are just shooting people and killing folks for minor things, whatever. Oh, I don't want you no more. I want to go be with a man, and then the woman kills the man, or the man kills the woman. It's crazy out here these days. But that's been my talk. Getting tired, y'all. Y'all have a good evening, good night. It's already past 12. But again, everyone start to change. If you want something new, you're going to have to change something. If you want better, do you think you can still do the same thing you're doing and get better? Question mark. Everybody's going to have to change. You're not going to get nothing different if you don't change. Period. Well, that's been my Real Talk with the Mirror podcast. Everyone have a great night. Peace.